Hey guys, Saving with Shay. Listen, I have been dragging my butt to get this video recorded for you guys. It's what I spent couponing. All right, so this is for the month of April, and I'm pretty proud of myself that I've been trying to hold myself accountable as far as keeping track of things, and I honestly would have thought that I would have fell the heck off, you know, because it is tedious keeping track of things. At the same time, I feel like it's important. As a couponer, guys, it is so important to keep track of things, because temporarily things might seem to be a great deal, but when you add up the numbers, you'll realize that, you know what, maybe it wasn't that great a deal as I thought it was. And so it's important for us to factor in, well, tax is like the biggest thing. You have to factor in tax. And I know that when we're doing our deals and our breakdowns, we're not really always factoring in tax, because tax is different in different areas. Some states don't even pay tax on stuff. Some people pay tax after the coupons, and so you have to be able to factor in tax. And so with me keeping track of this and doing my monthly video, it's my way of keeping track of how much I'm actually paying. All right. Another factor that's important is going to be the price of coupon. Some of us do, not all of us, buy our inserts. Some of us will just go buy newspapers, but at the same time, you guys, it does have to be accounted for. And it does have to be factored into your whole numbers when it comes to it. All right. And so I have gone through my numbers, you guys, over and over. I think I try to keep track at the end of each week. That way I'm just adding a new week. I've been trying to get my last week together, which has been more of a challenge for me because I have had to make some edits to my Google Doc. And lately what I've been doing is I've been adding my breakdown within my Google Doc, because it also helps keep me on track. That way, if I don't get a rebate back for something, I can make those changes, and it's easier for me to see at a glance. So you guys do actually see my breakdown. All right. There are times where I do deals in between hauls, but for the most part, my larger hauls are going to be midweek and weekend. All right. And then you pretty much won't see anything that happens between that. But for the most part, I've been doing pretty good keeping track. If you've never seen a video like this of what I spent, basically the premise of it all, the goal of it all, is just to keep track of what I'm spending. All right. Are things as great a deal as you think they are once you factor in tax and the cost of coupons? As far as inserts, I did buy inserts twice in April. I didn't do a lot of IPs in April, though. I kind of have been dialing it back because I found that I was ordering a lot of IPs. And so, and that can add up really quickly as well. At the same time, I'm trying to only order IPs or clip coupons that are going to be money makers, are going to provide some type of overage for me, which makes it worth it. All right. So, what else did I want to add really quick? I do have a list of my breakdown. I'm not sure. I don't even have this within, it's not on a Google Doc. It's not on a spreadsheet or anything like that. I haven't added it yet. But I may just add it to the side here so that you guys could see, as I go over my numbers. All right. So for, April, I had a retail, price of $1,186.40. My tax was $67.19, which brought my total to $1,253.59, y'all. And then for coupons, I had a total of $462.25 in coupons, which brought my out of pocket down to $791.34. All my apps I cash out by way of PayPal. Except Fetch Reward. Now with Fetch Reward, I've shared this with you guys too. With Fetch Reward, I only cash out with $10 CVS gift cards. And I'm in California. At my stores, if my total dips below 10, it gives you the option to cash it out. And I always cash it out. So what I've been doing lately, and I actually went to CVS 2 days ago and did 4 cards at one time. Well, 4 different transactions, of course. And I did the 10-cent bag. In California, we have to pay 10 cents for a bag, and that's the cheapest item that they do have at CVS is a bag. So I buy 4 bags, and I pay 10 cents, and I will cash out my CVS gift cards from Fetch. So basically, at the end of the day, all of my apps do cash out, end up in cash, and they go to my PayPal. Okay, at the end of each week, I cash out my PayPal to my bank account and I take it out. All right, as I do my deals during the week, I'm using that cash. That's allowing me to break bills. That's allowing me to accumulate change, because I do have a couple savings challenges that I'm doing, and that cash goes into my savings challenges. All right. And so yeah, but everything goes straight to PayPal. All right. So what I got back in rebates was $14.62. All right, so I made $582, you guys, for the month of April. Now keep in mind, and I'll give you a more of a detailed breakdown, but keep in mind that a lot of what I do get is from referrals. All right, I get referrals primarily from Ibotta, Swagbucks, My Points, Inbox, and Brand Club. All right, I don't get referrals from Tada because they don't have one. I don't get one for, well, I didn't get anything from Fetch this month. I didn't get anything from Fetch. Normally I'll get like 2 or 3. So my total in referrals was $4.97 in referral. Now with Brand Club, what I do is I do cash out $50 a day. Some days I miss by accident. But for the most part, I am able to cash out $50 a day. Sometimes it'll be $40 and some change. Sometimes it'll be, but it's usually somewhere between 40 and 50. So what I do is I add up that amount that I've cashed out, and then I deduct what I've earned from Brand Club through my deals, okay? So that way I'm not double dipping and counting anything twice. Because at first I was counting things twice, and I had to fix that. So let's say I cash out $350. Let's just say that month I made $150. I'll deduct that $150 so I'm not counting it twice. I hope that made sense. All right. Now, one thing with Zardy. Zardy was glitching last month, or in April, it was glitching. And it was allowing me to scan more receipts. So I just scanned, kept scanning. And I was able to accumulate more gift cards that way. Because every 50 receipts is $5, and that's usually how much you can scan per week. I think their reset day is on Mondays. Every Monday I scan my 50 receipts. So, and I have 2 accounts. So basically I was getting $10 for Zardy every week. So I accounted for that as well. So from Zardy I got back $155. It sounds hella high, but that's just because it was glitching. I think I made like, I had cashed out like a $25 gift card and like 2 10s or something like that, just with it glitching, on top of me getting my 10 pretty much each week between 2 accounts. So as a final breakdown for each app really quick, because I don't really want this video to be too long. For Ibotta I earned $425.60. From Brand Club I earned $416.30. Shopkick was a $130.84. Checkout 51 was $15.81. Ret Reward was $18.95. Coupons.com, the app, was $4. Swagbucks was $92.06. Inbox was $76.57. Tada was $21.10. My Points was $105.81. And then Zardy was $155. All right, so we got back a total of $1,462.04 in rebate apps for the month of April, which made everything free, plus a $582.95 moneymaker. It's probably my larger month since I've started, because I made almost $600, you guys. And that's awesome considering we started off at $1,186. So that's amazing, right? So we ended up getting almost $1,200 worth of product for free. We got our inserts, and that included tax as well. And we still made $582, you guys. Almost $585, which is just awesome. Again, reminder, 500 of that was referrals. So if you take the 500 off, then that's $82, which is still not bad considering that includes coupons, and it also includes your tax. All right, so I'll eventually add this to a spreadsheet, but for now it's just on paper. I literally just write it like this. It's just written down, and I basically keep track each week, and I tallied up at the end of each week. And I keep track of the breakdowns too, because at first I was trashing them, and then I was like, I'm trying to go back, and now I'm trying to figure it out. Now I'm trying to like backpedal. Like, yeah, it wasn't working out like that. So I do keep track in a notebook, And at the end of the month, I added to a spreadsheet. I was doing it on the spreadsheet, but it wasn't convenient for me. It was more convenient to have it in a notebook. And so other than that, guys, that's basically it. I hope the video was helpful. If you guys are keeping track of your spending, how is it going for you? Do you really find like you're really saving money? Because I think the goal with us as couponers is to really feel like it's not even to feel like you're safe, because you could feel all you want, but it's all about the numbers, and it's all about how much are you actually spending, actually saving. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I mean, like I said, you guys, there's so many times we do these deals, and this is free, that's moneymaker. I have a lot of moneymaker hauls. I do. At the same time, like, I gotta account. If I account for tax, it might wipe the moneymaker out, or it might account for half of the tax. You know what I mean? So it is important to keep track if you can. It is tedious. It's tedious as hell. I ain't gonna lie. There's times I'm like, dang, do I really want to do this? Do I really care? You know, there's times I'm like, okay, well, Chanel, you're clearly making money. Do you really have to keep track? But I actually like the idea of being able to keep track and to see what I'm really spending and to see how much things really are. Like, if I wasn't keeping track, you guys, I would have no flipping clue that everything that I was buying added up to $1,186. I would have no flipping clue whatsoever. And so that's why it is important to keep track if you can. Again, what I'm doing with my money is I'm putting it into a savings challenge. That's how I'm funding my 2 savings challenges, you guys, which I'm going to record the video for that probably later today, for this week. But I am funding my savings challenge. I am saving that money, and I've actually saved so far this year, well, just for these last 4 months, I've already saved over $4,000, you guys. And my challenge should be over at the end of May. So it'll be 5 months from January to May. And that challenge is going to probably be upwards of $6,000, you guys. And that's just in 5 months. And all that money strictly from me couponing and from me putting money to the side. At the same time, when you guys noted, dude, what was I fucking doing with this money before? Like, where was that money going? I understand a lot of it was rinse and repeat back into deals, but I'm still able to rinse and repeat and put that money to the side. Where was it going? I'm like, where was it going all this time? What was I doing with that money? I wasn't saving it. And right now I'm saving. I've saved almost $5,000 already in 4 months. Where was it going before, y'all? I don't know. It was going poof into the air, like little, like blowing freaking bubbles, and they were just like bursting in the air, like little dollar signs everywhere, right? That's how I envision it. Anyways, guys, I'll leave it there because I didn't want this video to get too long. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will see you guys next month after the month of what did you spend.